that worldly situation issue in my marriage. If I was who I am today and knowing who I am today as an Israelite and as a man of the Most High Yah and able to lead not as a leader, but as a leader through him, then I would have been able to fully been, the proper husband I should have been in my marriage. That's the same thing. That's why the brother said when it comes to women not wanting to submit, when women hear the word submit, they immediately throw blockers up. And it's because of the simple fact some men have taken advantage of that submission, right? So one thing I've learned is a lot of women, and if you don't fit this category, cool. If you do, cool. It's not a shot. But what I'm saying is a lot of women, I feel, don't like to take the accountability and they play the victim role in certain situations. We all have to take accountability of the choices we make in life, even the partners that I've chosen, even the things that I have done. I had to take accountability of those things. That's growth. That's being an honorable human being. So we have a lot of people that are not like that. And that comes from more.
You said you're big on accountability. So
Yes, ma'am.
is it your fault that your marriage ended?
Yes, ma'am. The reason why I say it's my fault is because of the simple fact I was not taking the leadership role as a spiritual covering of my wife.
Okay, so the reason why she left because you did something. I mean,
No.
You literally just said that. Why are you trying to reiterate it? He just said
no, I'm
it.
saying women are not just leaving men for no
No,
reason. Y'all make it seem like
so
women
now I'm about to hit you
just
with
leave.
now I'm about to hit you upside the head real quick though, sis. So
Don't hit
remember, no, just figuratively. Now remember, I just literally said to you, I've been divorced for how long? Almost 8 years, right? Now, guess who wants to be back?
So why haven't you remarried in 8 years?
Why haven't I remarried? Because here's the thing. If you can divorce me because you're unhappy, and part of the reason why the unhappiness was started was because of the lack of intimacy, then that's something me, knowing that I was 13 years younger than you, I'm already hot and
13
horny.
years is crazy.
So it was a lot that caused that buildup. So she understands that she made decisions based upon emotions. This is where self-control comes in. See, there's nothing wrong with having emotions, but when you become emotional, that's when you don't have self-control. So, and this is what we have a lot of people that deal with. A lot of people don't know how to control their emotions. So, and I had to learn that myself. Now, am I able to quickly, jump off on people? Absolutely. That's the lion in me. That's why my name say Marquise Judah. That's the lion in me. So that's the lion in me. That's why my name say Marquise Judah. That's the lion in me. So my point of it, that's why I believe, because even right now in the dating scene, I've been off and on with somebody, and this person has been literally like, I want to shake this person, but it's like you try to give people that benefit of the doubt, and you try to give people time to grow, because not everybody gonna be on the same level mentally and emotionally. So learning this, you have to be able to give people that grace period, because I also was given that grace period, even though I did not know I was given that grace period.
Yeah, Malaysia, have you heard the expression, just because a light bulb goes out in the home doesn't mean you have to go and buy and replace a new home?
If I'm asking you to replace the light bulb, and I ask you for
Did you
months
ever
and
hear
months and
you just
months,
missed the whole point, dog. He asked, did you ever hear the expression, just because a light bulb blows out, you don't have to replace the whole house? Have you ever heard the expression?
yes.
Okay.
What's the point of it?
If you don't get it, it's fine. We'll keep moving.
Yeah.
Retardation.
I can swear to you.
I know.
If
I
the
have a good
light
night.
bulb is out in the house and I've been asking you to change it for months and you don't change it,
Then you're
then
gonna
you will
get a new
get
house.
a
We
new
understand.
house.
You're gonna get a new house. We understand.
Yeah.
So, sis, can I ask you a question? Are you single? Are you
That
married?
was gonna be my next question.
No.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
you're not
god.
single. Are you looking though? And I'm not. And this is not me trying to holler at you. This is me just asking you a
I'm
normal.
engaged into a relationship.
Okay. Absolutely. Congratulations, love. Congratulations. Now, as a divorced man and as a person that understands marriage, is the Most High the center of your marriage?
Um,
I would take that as a no. And the reason, and it's no shade. It's just saying I would take it as a no because of the simple fact, if he was, it would be immediately yes. All right. And it's not. This is not me trying to be religious, even though I'm an Israelite, so that's why. But I'm not one of those people from the camp. So before y'all even jump down that little
I know. I was about to jump on you, bro.
before you even jump down that little rabbit hole, I'm a true Israelite from born
So,
inside and outside. Yes, ma'am.
Marquise, were you ever in love with your wife? Because you said, or your ex-wife, because you said you love her and
So
she's a good person. So I
so
never
here's
heard you were in love with
I
her.
I I did love my ex-wife. But here's the
Were
thing.
you in
Sometimes
love?
here's the thing. Sometimes we have to understand that what we might think is love is not necessarily love, because love is patient, love is kind, love is long suffering, love is not easy to envy. See, these are the spirits of love. This is why I keep iterating
Well,
that
loving somebody and being in love with somebody is two
it's
different
two
things.
different things.
but
Absolutely.
what were you going through that you didn't want to touch her?
What was I going through?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't the one that didn't want to initiate the intimacy. So my ex-wife used to play like make these little, I would say little quick little remarks like, oh, basically let's make a quickie. I mean, I'm not really trying to put my business out there, but I didn't have an issue holding it down in the bedroom. So that portion, I guess for her, because again, we were 13 years difference, was becoming a struggle. Because one thing I've noticed in a lot of relationships and a lot of people, we'll start something, right? And then once we get whatever it is that we were trying to get out of whatever situation it was, whether it's male or female, right? We'll stop doing whatever it was that we did to get the person we have. That right there is fake. That's not being real. So I am at a point in my life where I'm the same person. This is why it's very hard for women to, really take me serious, because I'm a real ass motherfucker. I don't play games. I keep it 100 with you. I'm open in communication. I'm down to freaking, yo, I build with you, you build with me. That's the type of nigga I am. I'm not this, oh, you take advantage of me, I take advantage of you. We a partner. That's real love. Partnership. So I don't know if that answers your question. I can't really see your name, but the young lady that asked me
Well,
that
that was
question.
good. My name is Malaysia, but that was good.
Yeah, but I don't think you were in love with her.
You know what? Um, I
But
have
that's
love for
but
my
that's why I
ex-wife.
said that earlier with the like the army and the military marriages is no
It's
foundation because you guys more so look at the benefits, the financial benefits of you guys being together. I have a friend that's in the army
now.
and she's
I
been
will
married
tell
now
you
3
something.
times.
I'm gonna tell you something that's funny, because my ex-wife, like I said, she's a military veteran. So she was married prior to me. Now, this is again knowing what I know now at 40 years old. Me and my ex-wife would have never been married, period, because she was already married prior to me. So that was me committing adultery right then and there. So again, the way we start something is the way it finish. So this is why our foundations, it goes back to what you said, sis. It goes back to foundations. The foundations has to be pure in all aspects of life in order for the relationship to continue to succeed. Period.
Well, you're either growing together or you're growing apart.
Facts. But I'm gonna tell you
Bars.
what's funny. The number one part that I believe that is making my ex-wife, besides we have a daughter together, and that was hard for me because I didn't want to leave my daughter. But sometimes it happens. It happened with my son, but my son is with me. My son's in the bedroom right now. My son's been with me since he was 10 years old. Um, so, and I've held him down and his brother down. And I'm not trying to be, boastful. I'm just saying, we do have black men who are single fathers who holds it down for their children, even if one of their children is not in the household. So, but yeah, that was, it was a hard situation. But spiritually, me and my ex-wife have always been one in that aspect
So
on growing together.
so
Well,
you know after your marriage dealing with another woman, that's also
It's also adultery.
right. So
Absolutely.
you would never remarry again?
That's the thing. So here's the thing that I'm going to talk to you about since you brought that up. Now, through my understanding and through my studying, okay, the way that I got married and the way that we get married here in the United States of America is not biblically a true marriage. And the reason why I say that is because of the simple fact, number one, when you go to a church or a building and you get married, you're getting married under the guise of paganism. There's
Right.
paganism all around you. So your marriage is not really being
not
honored
ready
in the
for
Most
that,
High.
dog.
You said what, King?
So they're not ready.
That was married already.
Yes.
So in the
Yes.
Bible, it says if
You can be cursed behind that too.
Yeah,
What you
absolutely.
saying, hoes?
I said, yeah, in the Bible it says if a woman's been married once before, you're not supposed to take her as your wife. Remember when Jesus spoke to the woman at the well and asked her where her husband was and said that she
He
wasn't
said
married
she had seven
or wasn't
husbands.
her husband or whatever, she had several, is because she had laid down with several men and she had been married and divorced.
And that's what another thing, to add on to that, a lot of women don't understand and men, our body counts. Like this is why, that big topic, that's a real harsh topic to people because it makes you
Even in
have
their
to take
spirit and don't want to admit
accountability.
it. That's why it's a hard topic.
That
Right.
just
Because you
sound.
have to take accountability of understanding what you put yourself through. So every time we
Wait,
are
what, I'm
intimate,
about to cut you off. If a man
go
was
ahead.
married and a woman marries him, is that adultery for her too?
You
Yeah.
missed it. That both said yes already.
Duh.
You
No,
missed
y'all
it.
said asked for a woman. I didn't know if it was the
No,
same for the
somebody else
man.
came in and asked him. A man asked him that same question 3-4 minutes ago.
I never read the
Both
book, so I don't know.
both are
I'm
still
saying
human
it was in
beings
the
and it apply to
conversation.
both.
Somebody else came on and asked him that exact conversation. Said, "You know that for a man, it's the same thing. So will you ever remarry?" And he said, "I don't know."
I don't know because, like I was saying, biblically speaking, I was not married.
Yeah.
Law
American
wise,
marriage is trash.
right. So the way that America, it's a business, and this is why the divorce rate is so high because people's intentions are not righteously going that way. Period.
Key word with this ring, I be wed. You
Right.
putting your love on that ring. That's
Right.
the reason why you go to a pastor when you marry, but
Mm-hmm.
then you go to a judge when you divorce.
But that,
Mm-hmm.
but
Interesting,
that's
huh?
how I feel about marriage. I feel as though that it's more so of a well, at least the marriage today is more so of a the ring symbolized more anything than the union and the love for one another.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
and based upon your fellow peers, a lot of women, if a man was to propose to a woman with a small ring, most women will look at him side eye, like, "Yo, nigga, what is?" And it's been because of the programming that women have Imagine and seen, you know, that false fairy tale of Disney. Disney bucked us up as
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
Bucked
Yeah.
us up, like for real, because
Yeah.
they gave us a false fantasy, and
Yeah.
people are still in that matrix.
I was talking to the other day.
You know,
I'm a
technically,
find my little Disney Channel love. You gonna leave me alone, big dog?
hey,
A lot of
you
You
know,
said you gonna leave me
technically,
alone.
a lot of the Disney
technically,
princesses were.
Yes,
technically, God don't deal with jewelry and all that.
no,
Wait,
absolutely.
Where they
the
came
princesses is
from,
based off of what?
Mental illnesses.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
What mental illness
marriages
is Princess Tiana? Because she the only black one, and I need to know.
marriages don't supposed to have a ring in it.
the
Ring.
one I seen, the one I seen was the Beauty and the Beast when she was like walking
So
around town,
Beauty and the
nobody
Like
paying
Beast
her
Stockholm
is
syndrome.
attention.
I
Stockholm
think Beauty and the
syndrome.
Beast. Yeah.
Right, the book had
Ariel
no
had
words in it.
dysmorphia and an identity disorder. And then if you look at the castle and everything, she was surrounded by random knickknacks and pieces of treasure. So hoarder slash
Hmm.
OCD. So hoarding is just a form of OCD. Elsa has social phobias and anxiety. Uh, Narcolepsy was been one of them. Snow White was hallucinating and schizophrenic.
Wait, Sleeping
Rapunzel
Beauty
says
had
Munchausen
what?
syndrome.
Damn.
Yeah, she peed in the
Yeah.
bed too.
No, Sleeping Beauty was
Damn.
If you
poisoned.
could,
So my whole childhood was fucked.
Yeah, it sure
Hey,
was.
low
No
key,
and,
Sleeping
answer
and,
Beauty
to
was
and
my
Sleeping
that.
Beauty
favorite
was
Disney
under a
movie because of the
spell.
art.
What about
what's even
Cinderella?
worse? Oh, they're
Cinderella,
all.
she was probably depressed.
Yeah, she had an academic.
I agree
You
with that.
said
What they call
Tiana
it, an
was
She
depressed.
had
academic
an
crisis.
identity
I ain't gonna
crisis.
No,
lie.
Cinderella. I
She
agree
was
with
probably
that.
the one that started the whole niggas ain't shit
Yeah, Sleeping
movement.
Beauty had an academic
What about
crisis.
Pocahontas?
Mm-mm.
Pocahontas, she just got fucked up. She was wrong situation to be in black.
Uh, she was an essay
Identity
victim.
crisis.
That
That too. That too. But the story of Pocahontas is basically really, the story of the
It's
Mayflower.
dark. It's super dark though.
Yeah, I thought Second Jewel was Pocahontas.
oh, literally, it's right there. I missed it. Cinderella, depression. I'm good.
For real? So
And
what
then
was
the
Yeah,
mom
Tiana?
says identity conflict, gender dysphoria.
What about Tiana then?
Tiana, wasn't she just the updated version of another princess? I don't know. It's not on here.
No, Tiana was a whole different version.
Look,
I
I
would have
stopped
felt like
watching
she was
hers would have
Disney
bald
been
head.
princesses at a
depression
certain
too.
age, unfortunately.
Well, she kissed the frog, so I don't
That
know.
Oh, that
whole
one.
rabbit hole.
I don't know.
Depression
She's
and
not on the
maybe
list.
Hey,
hallucination.
the real story about her kissing that frog, her hair fell out. That's
They
why they
said
got
they
the
said the
villain.
frog was poisonous or something.
Yeah, her hair fell out.
I love Tiana.
Look, I got depression and a little bit of hallucination, maybe BPD, from her meeting the shadow man and then having to work for so long just to not get what she want and then falling into whatever,
That
whatever.
was definitely a fucking shadow man. Oh my god, I'm about to. This is
We
crazy.
just blew your mind.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
man.
but the modern day man though, it's always gonna be risk versus reward at this
West
point.
versus war, absolutely.
Yeah, Bluto
These
versus
men ain't
Popeye.
holding it down. They not holding it down like they used to hold it down.
Y'all
And
just
these
fucked
women
my
ain't
little
holding it down
head
like
up.
they used to hold it down.
And what it is, I think most people, especially because you got to think about it, y'all, especially in our community, we have, and people don't really like it, but we've been taught a survival. That's all we've been taught
Yeah,
here in this
yeah.
country.
Yeah, it's in our
Survival.
blood, but I
And,
think
and
it's just too many options.
and I mean, but just because you have a lot of options, don't mean that those options are good. See, that's the problem.
I'm
Mm.
See,
trying to.
we're not satisfied with something that's in front of us. When you're not even satisfied with yourself, nobody else can make you
Nobody else gonna
satisfied.
satisfy
Hmm.
you, right?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to survive these 10 hot wings. I'm trying to get
You definitely
satisfied.
gotta be
Damn,
happy. You gotta
you
be
a
happy
big
with
back for
yourself and
real.
love
What you just
yourself.
eating the grilled cheese?
And I
Hey,
burnt it
that
because of
response was to
y'all.
you telling me that Disney princesses is the reason why we all messed up in the world. Whatever your favorite Disney princess is, that's what you've been diagnosed as.
But
Damn.
you
Yeah,
know, it's funny though, sis, that you just said that.
Got me sitting here
Yeah,
puzzled,
yeah,
got
sounding just like
you was
academic
him.
failure
you
and
was
That's
all.
a
schooled in New
date
York.
question. So
Cinderella
We
was
were
my
Baby
screwed.
favorite.
princess.
The men were screwed too, because we had look at what we was watching. We had He-Man. We had,
Man running around in a thong.
right. We had a lot of things that wasn't teaching us also, how to be. Now we did have our shows though. I ain't gonna lie. We had Family Matters and
That was my
the
shit.
Cosbys. They sort
I
of
Martin and
love the
showed
Junior.
us.
Cosby's.
The
They sort
Thundercat
of
were pedophiles.
Who
man.
was?
I'm finna get on the phone with the
Thundercats,
FBI.
yep,
Hold on.
yep,
You
yep,
said who was a
yep.
what?
Wait, what
It's
show
a
came to New
whole
York?
story behind that.
About what?
Young little
Thundercats, they were
Thundercat.
Cats. No, I can't
pedophiles.
say that. Stop saying that word. Stop saying that word.
Oh, okay.
Pedos.
You said
Hey,
Alley
what's
Cats?
another word to say beside that? P files or what?
Yeah, P files,
You said
PDF
Alley
files,
Cats?
Say vanilla photos.
Okay,
Thundercat.
right on, right on, right on.
Young little
PDF file.
Thundercat.
Oh, I
Everybody
don't
put
even
an
know what that
F1 in the
is. Oh,
comments.
the little ducks.
Or somebody said fruit refreshes the live after something
They
happens.
was ducks, right? The Thundercats?
Yeah. The
It was like a
what
hockey
was their
team.
name?
Yeah, the TikTok
Wiley
shop.
Kid.
It was a hockey team. I was scared of that
I
show,
ain't
low
gonna
key.
lie. I feel like I was a little bit messed
Um,
up. I was watching Tyler
I
Perry
was
shit.
scared of Courage the Cowardly
Bro,
That
that's
shit
why
was
you
I
gotta
feel
scary.
change,
uneasy
Tyler
bro.
watching
Perry,
Tyler
Ruthie
Perry
that
Brown.
show.
nigga said I
I
grew
I
up
watched
watching
all the
Tyler Perry.
plays.
Okay,
I was
you
It's
watching
scared
just
of
so
I
Tyler
Troy
went
sad
on
about
Perry.
the
Sivan,
Tyler
bro.
fact that
Perry
it's a
fanatic
man
as
in
a
a
kid.
dress preaching to me about God. Something
Nah,
about
Hey,
Tyler
it didn't
Perry.
feel right. It kind of felt like,
Blasphemy.
gospel rap.
I
Tyler
grew up
Perry
and I
definitely fucked your
realized
head
that,
up.
it was a little fucked up. But I learned
It
a lot of
definitely
little
fucked your
lessons
head
when I
up.
But
was
you know what's
watching that
crazy
shit as a
though?
kid.
Real quick, what I find is interesting, and y'all can chime in on that if y'all think it's interesting too. But why is it that a lot of our black entertainers have to transition over to wearing a dress? Do y'all even understand why they do
Martin,
The
It's
picture
humiliation.
I just put up right now is a
Kevin.
Then the one they
That's
representation
giving
of
them
what
in
they
front of
think
humiliation.
them
we
the money.
saw.
For sure.
It's a
It's
Humiliation.
ritual,
it's
bro.
It's
humiliation.
yes, absolutely. It's 100%
Eddie.
a demonic ritual. Now, there's a
Mm-hmm.
reason why they do that. Now, as y'all see, my name is Marquise Judah. We are from the tribe of Judah. We are Hebrew Israelites. We are from Negro land. That is our land. If you go look up Negro land of
In
1747,
Africa. Yep.
it is in West Africa, which is Nigeria, which is where the
Yes, sir.
slave is, and it
Yes, sir.
says Kingdom of Waiudi, which
Yep.
is Kingdom of Judah.
You say white
We
booty?
are the descendants. Waiudi is it's QUIDUDH is how they spelled it on the map.
The
Um,
old map.
on the old map, yes, absolutely. And that's part of the reason why they do this. If you notice, they use us as the forefront of everything that is ungodly. Everything. So many people, because we don't, and the scriptures say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. That knowledge is not knowing who you are. This is why we call ourselves Negroes, Black, all these different bywords and proverbs and things like that. But
That's what I'm saying about modern dating, though, man. It's like, are you bound to sell yourself short? Are you bound to
mhm.
settle? Are you bound to take a bag? Are you got morals? You got respect for yourself? Like, what's going
I
on?
don't I don't think it's more so about selling yourself short and having morals. It's about
It
growing
is because
together.
if you
People
get on Tinder and you swipe and you're like, nah, I just want to have me a little cool little night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no morals.
well that's what the whole app Tinder whole app is you're not gonna find love on Tinder. But what I'm saying is
You would be surprised.
people
Hey,
don't grow
dog.
You ain't lying.
He
Gotta
said
people
you would
don't
be
advertise it
grow
as
surprised.
they
people
can't
don't grow
advertise it
together.
as
Nobody
haters.
I had a
wants
That's
to
what he
couple
grow
call
homies
with
in
that.
one
college,
another.
and
I
they
wish you
still
could
with
have
their
told me
Tinder
that
match
two
to this
kids
day.
ago.
Don't nobody want to grow, but don't nobody want to grow with one another. Everybody's just out. It's like too much individual. Like everybody want to be individually
Yeah, the selfish.
successful, individually happily. Like you got to grow with somebody.
No, but my
They
thing
Mhm.
is,
feel
what
like they
happened to
done.
getting stimulated mentally, bro? Like, what happened to like,
Man, that's
you
that's where
know?
I'm at in my life.
Like
if
Social
I
what's up
media
with that?
ruined it for you. That's
conversation
why
to,
you get
huh?
dopamine from scrolling and swiping. That's why they have swiping and strolling on the maps.
I feel like people feel like the past generation, quote unquote, had settled a little bit. So in some sense, everybody kind of just want to, make it on their own type of vibe. So they don't,
Hmm.
quote unquote, have to settle.
I
But
been said that. Blame the last generation for all this.
we don't know the difference between a group of females that are the good ones and the bad ones, because the bad ones,
But
Just
you're
like
not
They
gonna
women.
find
stand,
What
they
do you
somebody
stand
that
too
mean?
you're
close
not.
to each other.
But
Cause
you're
yeah,
they
not
got
gonna
the
man.
find
same
somebody
interests.
that's 100% perfect, and you're not gonna settle in any department. You're not gonna find that.
I said this yesterday. I was saying basically everybody settled. You know what I mean? No matter if you
Yes,
get to the
absolutely.
highest point in life or the lowest point in life, you settle. In whatever way, shape, or form you
I
want
don't
to
think
put
you
it,
can
everybody
settle
settled.
like
I'm trying to settle this stomach
you
ache.
shouldn't settle
Hot
like
wings.
stuff like your religion.
You gonna have to settle the toilet in
Let's
about a
say
good
like
hour.
I'm trying to tell
Or
you.
beatbox.
this is your
We can
religion.
barely hear you,
If
sis.
in order, if you
What's
love
up for her?
someone, you gotta settle. Like there's no way you can love someone.
But see,
What
No,
you say,
settling ain't
Lala?
nothing but
Hold on,
compromise.
La trying to.
I would say I was saying that you could settle. You can't settle like on your morals, your beliefs, all that stuff. But you could settle for something like he's not as tall as I want him to be, or just like little
Like
stuff
the 5 for 5
is fine.
from Wendy's. I'll settle with that.
No, but you.
Like for me, my most successful like relationship or the best guy I ever met is not from here. And I think because he's not corrupted from
You
social
a passport,
media.
bro?
90-Day
No, he's
fiance.
not
I'm talking about
passport
you.
bro. He's
I said, are you a passport, bro?
what? No,
Oh,
Oh,
he's
okay.
we asking on
expensive.
your passport,
Oh,
sister.
You went and got him and
No,
brought him back.
I didn't never. One of my characters was I didn't want to date anybody from that
Y'all
wasn't
niggas
from
calling
here.
her a
I
Uh,
was
mail order
uh,
very
bride.
yeah.
Y'all
special.
crazy.
Hold on, we can barely
Yeah.
hear you. You got your your
Pass the
finger over
Newport.
your phone, or like you got headphones on. That's just like because we can't really. It's like you like in the basement and
It sounds like you kind of underwater.
yeah, type shit. Like your phone on the stairs and you in the bottom of the basement type shit.
Or
Like
you talking up on your pillow, not letting nobody hear you what you saying.
that man got you in the
Can
basement.
you hear
oh,
me?
you
I'm
trapped in the
sick of this.
closet.
He ain't took her out the
I
crate
Oh
don't
no,
yet.
know.
it's her
Hello.
service. She don't
Who
have no
was a
service.
midget?
Let me check my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, your
It's the
Wi-Fi. He done cut the Wi-Fi off.
it's the 1G for me.
He ain't
No,
got his
let me
green
stop.
card yet. You snitching.
Hey yo, what the fuck? This is a crazy panel.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Move
yeah. There you
closer to
go.
the
I ain't
phone.
gonna lie to y'all. This about one of the best panels I've seen so
Hello.
far.
I'm trying to tell you that won't still here.
Because nobody's arguing each other, nobody's yelling at each other. We
Not
all
yet.
respecting each other.
Right.
I got
Dude, it's
Hey,
a
mad
it's
respect
vibe. What
for
is
it's a
both of y'all
beautiful
Can you
boys.
live
guys
until
hear me?
Lily joined.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna follow
what that
every single
Mitch
one of
at?
y'all.
Mitch, wake up and go
Hello.
to sleep.
Yeah, Lala, what were you
There
saying?
you go.
Okay, so what was your question? Passport bro? How can I be a passport bro? I'm a
It
girl.
was a joke. You said he's not from here. It
Oh
was a joke.
no, he's
What
not
do you
from
mean
here.
not from here?
He's
Where you
from
from?
he's from Liberia.
So you
Oh,
went
you
there.
got you a good man.
Ooh,
Shit,
No,
Hold
Serious.
on,
what make him a good man?
I'm
look,
about to
look at
say he
her.
from
Now she want to go to
what?
Liberia with her lying ass.
Hold on, who said
Cause he's a
that?
lot. Cause he's a Liberian. Like she
You
said, they don't really
oh, but
have like
is your what's your husband is your
they don't have
fiance?
any distractions over there.
Did
Keyword
she said a librarian or
Liberian.
a library
he's
or
from
lib? What?
Liberia is in
Both. He's a Liberian
West
librarian.
Africa.
You're a Liberian
No,
librarian.
he's a Liberian. That's why
God
she had to be
damn.
quiet.
Bitch
I'm
said, is he
sick
a
of y'all.
Liberian or a Liberian? Yo,
He's a Liberian, so
Liberia,
you
West
you
Said
got to be
both.
Africa.
quiet.
Liberia.
That's why
it's really
that's
the
why you got to be
hoes
quiet.
though.
That's why she was quiet at first.
The bitch said, is he a she is a Liberian.
So she got her
Yeah.
motherland brother is what she got her.
No, I'm
So
not black actually.
No,
wait, huh?
What?
Huh?
I'm not black.
I
no.
know.
She said you got you
Yeah,
a
you are. You
motherland
just
brother.
super light skinned.
Yeah, you
A
just
name like
you.
Lala, you better be. Come close to it. Shit. Anyway,
She said she not black.
she
Nah,
said,
she's super light
actually,
skinned.
I'm
That's
not
all.
black. She said that shit
No,
so
no, 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 no,
proud.
puppy. I'm no
Actually,
black.
I'm
I'm no black
not.
puppy.
You balled up fist though when she
You
said
would
that.
be surprised.
Are you Hispanic, Lala?
Hispanic, but I don't speak Spanish. Hispanic. I'm
Ah,
very
tequila Taco
Ah,
Bell.
no. I'm
I don't speak
yeah.
Taco Bell menu.
no. Seriously, when you're like
She loves
we
I'm
have the
lupus.
Central Bay
done.
We
Area,
sorry.
so
It's
there's a
just
lot
the
of
Alicia
diversity
Keys
here.
braids. That's it.
Hey, we just sit
Now
here
them the hoop
joking and stuff,
earrings
you know.
too.
No, when you're
It's
from
the
the
Alicia
Bay
Keys
Area,
earring.
and
The Alicia Keys braids that make us think that you a sister.
I knew she
I
wasn't a
just have
sister.
I have thick hair. I can barely deal with it. It's
So
thick.
what
It's
are
thick.
you?
So
Damn, why you say it like that?
Oh, I need to
She's
run for the border.
she's
Hell
Hispanic, but she doesn't
You
speak
about to call
Spanish.
ICE?
What
Shit.
kind of
She
yeah.
Hispanic?
called. She said,
Are
"Well,
you
what are you?"
are you Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican?
Say Dominican.
border.
Are you Mexican?
Can get it.
If she say
Next.
Mexican white.
Dominican, Puerto
Can
Rican,
Wait,
man.
what? She said what?
Mexican, hell, if she
All,
said Peruvian,
you know,
they
all of
all
those are actually of the
Negroes.
tribe of us.
She's
Yeah, they
speaking.
all
What
Negroes.
you say, Lala?
My family's from Spain.
Oh,
Oh, she a
oh,
Spaniard.
you
You
Okay.
say
Caucasian.
y'all like spam.
No, she said her family from Spain.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
White.
Yeah. So she's a Spaniard.
But the stuff that this man has been through, like it looks like makes our trauma
the true person. Because when it comes to a woman is an emotional creature. So when she becomes intimate
Creature.
with a man, I say creature not in a bad way, man.
He's speaking hypothetically,
No,
I
no,
guess.
say it.
He
Hey,
called
that's
your
what the
ass a
creator
ladybug,
called us.
Emotional.
cockroach.
They are emotional beings.
Mosquito.
The cockroach.
Hey,
Mosquito.
creature, I could have been, like one of these dicks and just called you a bee and stuff like that. But I said creature. Come on, man.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
an identifier.
not creature.
All right, sis. I won't call you a creature. You're a
I mean,
queen. How about that?
scientifically
Call you
based, you would be
queen.
a creature.
You know, really, queen and king are
Could have
treacherous
called
words.
motherfucker
Yeah, they are.
creature.
They are.
A
King
They
and
lot of
queen
people
are what?
use them terms, king and queen. Those are treacherous words to actually call or label anybody that,
Those are
I'm a
Disney
god.
especially
I'm
if
a
you
words.
are told that
goddess.
you are gods.
Yeah, I'm a goddess.
Praying mantis.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. You're doing too much at that point.
To say that I'm a
Most
goddess and you're a
librarian.
god.
Yeah, that's like
man,
doing way too
we
much.
have
No,
Eric.
We
Let's
are, but we will still die like humans.
Yeah, to
our
a
we have
certain
body
extent.
will. Our
I ain't gonna
body
lie.
will.
Yeah, to a certain extent, though, if a woman was to ever, majority of women that ever done told me that, the whole goddess script, that should be, it's a turn off for me nowadays. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait,
Cause
why is it a turn off?
it be the most low down, ghettoest, dirtiest, treacherous ones that say that shit with 50
Oh wow.
bodies racked up in the back of a fucking pickup truck.
Oh
Yeah,
And then come to your life,
Jezebel
man, be
or
like, I'm a
Lilith.
goddess, I'm a queen. And they just be mentally fucked. Like,
Right.
be
When I
terrible.
see
but
that,
do,
I think about Lilith or Jezebel
but
because
do
they
you
were
know?
quick to
But do you
call
know that
themselves
we
that.
all are mentally fucked?
Majority of y'all are.
Not all.
Majority.
No, no, we all are.
to a certain degree.
Majority.
Hey, Marquis. Hey,
Marquis,
let me ask you a question on the record.
what up, King?
This thing can't
Hey,
pronounce shit
Did he
right.
say Marquise?
is Yah broth and Yahweh the same deity?
Yahweh is a Canaanite deity. He is the father
Okay.
of the Canaanites.
All right, because I keep hearing stories about Sophia, don't create a god named Yah broth, and I, I don't know. I'm gonna hold on
You
to my
watch too
own
much
faith.
Hey, you
Hey,
got Unc 607. Yeah, you watch too much of that. You said, stop playing with me.
yeah,
Hey,
I,
he ain't the only one that said it. That is being passed around like an actual doctorate
Yeah, I
now.
ain't gonna lie, that name been getting brought up a lot though. Like I've been seeing a lot
Yeah,
of interviews and her name keep getting popped up.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't
I
follow
thought
him.
I don't know
Yahweh
what it
was
is to that and right now, but yeah.
I thought
With
Yahweh was us breathing.
Yahweh, no. See, Yahweh
Somebody
comes.
just
That's
for
the
God.
ruach. That's called the ruach. That's called the spirit, the living breath.
Spanish laughing at you.
But yeah, that's Yahweh was a deity that was created by the Canaanites. Um, if you look it up, if you even look up Yahweh, now, granted, you have to really look it up in the original language. So the original language is not Greek or Latin or any of that bull crap that people try to, you know, portray. The original language is
Aramaic.
Hebrew, and it was Paleo Hebrew at that.
Ah,
Um, that's where the original language come from. That's the language that we, who are the Most High's children, his apple, his eye, we're gonna go back to that language. That was a language that our ancestors was speaking when they came here to America.
Like speaking in tongues.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought they wasn't speaking at all. I thought they was telepathic.
No,
Telepathy.
I ain't too hear about
telepathy.
your
That's
no, that was the them Pleiadians doing that.
Y'all ever heard of the
The
Eggs and
what?
Rips podcast?
the what?
Oh, you don't know that we not the only one on this plane?
yeah.
What podcast?
Oh yeah,
It's
you
called the
telling me?
Eggs and Grits podcast, and he was talking about the dude that said you could walk to Africa through, or walk to Africa from the Grand Canyon or something.
I
You
love eggs
can,
and
you
Yo,
grits.
there's
can.
portals.
And
Believe it or
he
not,
said
sister.
people be worried about esoteric BS instead of worried about the fact that the crack epidemic really messed up the system for now. It's like the Bible always gonna be there, but what we we gonna do about what just happened 40 years ago, my dude?
That's
A-
true.
Facts.
and it's true because, like and I've been seeing a lot of podcasts and lives around on TikTok. What's y'all take on interracial dating?
Hey, I'm cool with it. If love is there, kudos, salute.
We got somebody interracial dating on the panel.
Okay, all right.
But
I mean,
As long as it's
I don't see lions mating with jaguars
Oh
and
my damn.
giraffes mating with camels. So it's like,
I
um,
understand. You don't
I
even
ain't
Seen
have
a
for it.
squirrel fucking a
I
chipmunk
take a
last week.
mutual
Look,
standpoint on this.
I ain't for it. I ain't for it.
I'm
Black
Cause
on
just
I ain't
black.
saying,
finna get
White on
burnt at the
white.
cross by no
you like
hen.
what you like, okay? You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? I'm not with all the Dr. Umar shit. Look,
no.
if
But
I
see,
like it,
Mm-mm.
I like it.
We all are the same human race. You
We
just
that's
not.
don't
right.
like for us to
No,
deal with
we not. No, we not.
We are not the same.
the
We,
Neanderthals.
you gotta look.
I
No,
ain't
we
mate with
not.
no Neanderthal.
Who the Neanderthals? The one with the sloped forehead that kind of look
The
primate?
giants.
Are the cave dwellers? What?
Don't
It's the
don't
Geico.
put
It's
up
the
and
I
Geico
thought
on.
man.
she was a Neanderthal at first.
I'm trying to think. Like, okay,
The
do
Flintstones.
y'all
Yabba
mean the
dabba
ones that look
do.
kind of primatey?
Stone
Yeah,
men.
The
the nomad.
Stone
Flintstones.
age.
Hey, it's a vibe. Pull up the
The
Geico
ones coming
man.
from the mountains.
Yeah, yeah, like
Mountain
that.
people.
The Geico caveman.
The
Give me
icebergs.
a second. I gotta
Un-
go find him.
The ice people.
Unga bunga.
The lands of
The parasites.
Hey, so you do know that in the next probably, I
I'm
want to
glad you said
say,
something about that. I got to clean my damn
in
body
the
out.
next 2 generations, there's probably going to be every race that is going to be interracial or they're going to be mixed.
pretty much.
Not us.
So,
Not
what's
Well,
the
us.
yeah.
biggest nation on the planet?
The
Us.
Nation of Islam.
Wrong.
No black people.
The
Wrong.
Wrong.
the
Capital wrong.
the
Positively wrong.
It's
Look at
more
the
Hispanic?
black
look at
people.
our
It's more
population
black
rate.
people on this planet than any other race. What do you
No,
That's
mean?
Live
not.
it's
Nation.
That's not the
Hispanic.
biggest nation. Sorry.
Live
What's the
Nation in
biggest
your comment.
nation then?
It's
The
Latino.
imagination.
You know what? You know
That's what we gonna
what?
look like in about a good 50, 60 years.
Imagine that.
The
That's gonna be the
imagination is
average human in about a
gone.
good 50 to 60 years.
The
His
hey,
name is
imagination
Mark.
is magic, and
he's
magic
Mark
is
mixed.
gone.
Johnson the
He look
fifth.
mixed right there. That caveman look mixed.
Can I say something
Mark
since I am
Johnson,
in
DeQuaviantes Jr.
relationship?
You know what I'm
What you say?
saying?
Wait, what you say, Lala?
The
Can I
And
say
his
fifth.
something
nickname gonna be
since
Quan.
I
He
am
gonna
in
be
a
mixed with everything.
Lala,
relationship
you
with
need to get from
someone?
under that pillow.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
No, leave her
you.
alone. Y'all know her man is a librarian.
Yeah, that ass in the
Well, I
basement.
think it's as
Gotta
long
be
as it's
quiet.
genuine, as
What do you
long
say,
as it's
Lala?
as long as if it's genuine and it's real love, it shouldn't matter. I mean, as long as it's not, just somebody trying to experiment or just go against their family. Like if it's real love, then it's okay.
It's
Well,
not. I don't think it's real love when when you enter date with anybody that's highly melanated. Because I feel as though that the Caucasus Mountain women, they want to date the black men, not because they love them, not because they're
for
attractive,
survival,
but they want to keep their bloodline going.
You
for
think it
survival.
really? But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So a kid or a teenager or somebody that was just born into this earth or whatever the fuck, not even just born, but let's say they're going through high school, they get to college. You really think they thinking that deep into that shit while they getting railed about a black dude?
No, you
But
talking
no,
I'm
about?
not
just
in
saying, like
college.
they really not thinking that deep. Oh yeah, we're trying to continue. Like it's our population. Yeah,
Well,
let's
if the
keep it
Well,
parents
going.
are
Their
cool with
parents
it,
probably,
yeah,
yeah, but they bro, no.
the
Say
parents gonna
this.
I
keep on
feel like
pushing it.
we be thinking too much, too deep into stuff like that a lot of the
No, we
times because
I'm
black.
gonna
no
say this.
average person is
Look, my
thinking
Black
about
papa
that
is a
shit
people.
white
walking
man, and he
around.
told me it don't matter who you decide to lay with. It's who your kids decide to lay with. My papa was a white dude, so
And I was
I
just about to
mean,
say, when it comes to the women, a lot of them aren't thinking that far at first. But when it comes, I've dated so many white girls, it's not funny. But I
I've been
feel
to
like
college, I
white
know.
dudes, I know white dudes for sure are like, I would never take this further than this. I've heard it out of their mouth. Dudes who have been my roommate were like, oh yeah, bro, why are you with her though? You got her over here 3 nights out the week, like, and not even just be okay women. Like, dude was be okay Indian. Among you say you want pure white children. Why do you got this girl falling in love with you, dog? Something to do. I had a roommate who just was like, "Yeah, I mean, I've smashed some black girls. Like, there's nothing wrong with black girls. Just I want to keep my lineage pure." Let's say your lineage pure, dog. You probably got 2% black in you somewhere already. What are you talking about? We all the same at this point to a certain degree. How do you know what your lineage is gonna be and how pure it is? I don't, but I know that it's pure enough for me to still be this much white, and I want my children to be this much white.
That's why they kick the that's why they kick what's his name? The
Why
prince.
do you think they get so mad when their kids
They
decide to date outside the race? Like my papa said, it ain't about who. And he was explaining this because of some racist stuff that went on within, because he married my grandma. So he was trying to explain something to me. It's like, it's not about who you decide to lay with, it's about who your kids decide to lay with.
and
Yeah,
Once
that's
they
and
are
And
married,
and
also
that's not
what
the
your kids
case.
God you
decide to pick.
serve too.
and
You got
and
to
and
add that in.
right. And here's the number one reason why I'm gonna tell y'all it's important because all nations have their own gods. All nations. The only nations that
Exactly.
that really at this point now we know who we are and we know what we serve, but most nations have their own gods. So when you intertwine with someone that is not of your tribe, you are now going to be forced. This is why you have so many black folks who follow after Roman and Greek things.
That's not
None of
why.
y'all are Greeks and
Say
Romans.
this, I grew up
That's not why.
conservative Catholic, so yeah.
There's only one God there.
Yeah,
There's
but
only one true God.
the three major pillars in a relationship is finances, so like
Mm-hmm.
money, family, and religion slash belief.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Those,
that
those
right
those
there.
those are the three right there. That's very important in life.
If you
That's
don't feel like you're a God, you can't swing this way. Because for a fact, I know that we are gods and goddesses. So it's like,
No, that's wrong.
so it's like, if you believe something's outside of you that's going to save you, or you're praying for something outside of you, you lost me there.
Well, are you atheist?
well. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Well, what do you
It's
believe in, Malaysia?
wait.
I just told you.
She
So you're
believes in.
atheist.
She
No, I'm
believes
a
she's a
goddess
god.
and you're a god.
So and she
Uh,
believes we're gods, but which we are because the scripture says, "Know ye not that ye are gods." Right?
no, we're
Um,
not.
So
we
what are
are.
we?
We was created in His image. So you are
So
a
you want to be praised and you want to be
no.
worshipped.
That's
No,
that's
that's not.
that's
like that, they call them demonists.
No, it's
Yo,
not a demon, and she just don't know her power.
she's on demon time, bro.
Jezebel is what they call them.
What power? The power that we all have. ONG said what
So
power?
if she never realizes her power, it never even classifies as a goddess, does that
She
still
got to do
make
it
her a
all. She's got
goddess?
to do it all over again.
Well, Lilith had power, and look where she had in the water.
That's a book.
No, the Bible ain't a
If you got
book.
to go
That's
to, if you got to go to a book to find your
History,
God,
baby.
then
That's
that's
all
not
history.
that's not your God. You are the
that's the
God.
that's the word of
History.
God. See, this is that modern feminism
No,
stuff
it's
that I
not
was
a
talking
word
about.
of how.
What the
How is
fuck?
that a word of God? How do God speak to you,
This is exactly what I'm talking
How do you
about,
guys
bro.
know a
Yo,
woman's body count? You think she's
Marcus? How
really
do
gonna
God
tell you the
speak to
truth?
you?
This is exactly what I was talking about.
How do God speak to
Y'all
you,
done triggered
Marcus?
Marcus.
You see how
I,
confusing that is?
He was
You're
chilling
not.
down there. You
You're
know what
not.
I mean?
No,
You
he's
y'all
gotta
not.
woke
woke
up
that
out of his sleep.
nigga up.
No,
The
just tell
dead
me.
has arisen.
No,
What's
Marcus.
up,
Say, fuck you mean you a
what's up,
god.
Lazarus?
Marcus, just tell me. How do God speak to you?
Okay, hold up. Wait,
And
what'd you
clicks
say?
and bubbles.
He came out his Kanye
Different
West
ways
shit.
in the mind, through people,
Through the Holy Spirit.
The Holy
all of the
Spirit.
above.
What's that?
What is the Holy Spirit?
The
That's
Ruach
what.
HaKodesh.
That's the characteristics of God.
No.
Can somebody
Good
explain to me what
serpent,
the
what does he
Anunnaki is?
do?
Because somebody was saying that earlier in another live, and
Aliens.
I
Anunnakis.
was so lost.
Anunnakis. Any
They
Them anu
aliens.
niggas
those
are
are
the
fallen
ones that
angels.
controlling you.
They aliens.
They
Hey,
are
I don't know
fallen.
nothing about that. I was just asking dude, and he wasn't very clear. He started speaking in clicks and bubbles, and I was like, okay, well, I
They're,
don't know what's
they're
going on.
fallen
They're,
angels,
they're
sis.
fallen. They're
Yeah,
aliens
I call them anu niggas.
What is? How are they aliens? What? I'm confused.
because they're from
Well,
another dimension.
well, yeah. So technically, our understanding of what science has taught us what aliens is not the same. What we identify as aliens are actually
Not from here.
Right.
Not from here.
We
spirits.
are the aliens.
No,
Malaysia,
we're
don't tell
not.
me that you
So
follow
when
No,
I
we
say
not.
the
astrology.
aliens, I'm not literally like, yes, I do literally mean aliens, but I don't literally mean like the little green guys coming from outer space. Because the term alien, if you from another country, you're technically an
An
alien. You
You're an
can't
alien.
alien, right?
Right, and that's
born
what I was thinking.
here.
Like, that's what I thought y'all was saying.
Yeah, they're
Like
from
they.
another dimension, though. When they say fallen angels, they fell
Okay,
from
what do
the
you mean by See, that's where I'm lost at.
All right,
dimension.
here, I got this. I got this. I got this. I don't say a whole lot. Everybody been talking. Please give me a second. So when you look at it this way, right? If we think about the fact that there's a heavenly realm and the creator of the universe, and if you want to look at it from the lens of the devil, whatever you want to call him, he was an angel of light, right? A fallen angel. And when he left, a multitude of angels left along with him, right? And these are eternal beings who were in another realm, right? And so we know we have one dimension, two dimension, three dimension. If you take a piece of paper and you have a square, once you make it 3D, it's a cube and it's a box. And my point is, it looks different in a different dimension. You feel me? If you take a 3D object and put it in one dimension, it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
So you took a
Yep.
being from another dimension and put it here, and it looked different. And with the fact that they were eternal beings, they have knowledge that is unbeknownst to the ones they're interacting with now. So I can tell you anything in the world and be right only some of the time, but you can't even begin to fathom how I could know. I am
Right.
now a god mixed with the fact they look different. And so this is something I just kind of hypothesized myself. You know how we have the ancient accounts of like gods and goddesses who had multiple limbs and arms and legs and animal
Or
traits and stuff like that?
Medusa.
This is part of the reason why. Because we know from the Bible it says that they made it with the son or with the daughters of men. And that's part of the reason why they left, is because they didn't have female angels. They wanted women. Right. They left heaven because they wanted women.
They saw beautiful women.
Yeah, that's a
Hey, you
good.
know what?
Yeah, that's a
That
good
they
take on that. Yo.
now I got the question. They said that it was 200
Yep.
angels that fell, right?
Huh. Go
No,
ahead.
two thirds.
So
Two
so
thirds of
so
heaven.
now
Okay, 2/3 of them,
so
man.
now with that. with that being said, by
No, it was. I thought it was a
some of
third. It was
us
only a
knowing,
third. A
It was
third of the angels
200.
left.
If you
Yeah,
go
a
to the,
third. Yeah, a third of the angels.
so I'm trying to figure out, since there are many lands on this plane, did one drop in each land and they
so
became rulers of that land?
so check it. If you look up online, right? And I
What did I
just seen
just
a video
open
not
up?
too long ago of
I'm
this.
sorry, I'm still confused, but okay.
There's we
Here,
got you.
here. What
There's
what's, what's got you confused?
190
That book will
different
confuse
One
you.
second.
hues
One
of
second.
Peter.
Marcus. 1 second. What
Mhm.
got you confused still?
Who?
Like, I'm confused about because at first it sounded like you said that. From my perspective, it sounded like okay, these is folks with like mental illnesses, and it's just their perception of the world.
The
Okay,
Anunnaki?
and that's what I took it as at first, and then you got to going on to it being biblical, and I was like, okay, well, that's where that came in at. And then I'm like, okay,
So
I'm
you have to
still
understand the whole world ties together. You feel me? And a good way to tie it back together is with the Bible. So essentially,
Yep.
the Anunnaki are a supreme race of deity like beings that have infiltrated and modified human structure
Earth.
and culture.
Yep.
So when you take that story that's just been poof out there and want a reference point, I use the Bible because it tells us that there were beings and deities from another dimension that came and
Mm-hmm.
interacted with the humans. The stories
Mm-hmm.
line up. It's just people don't correlate them unless I don't know why they don't all the time.
Unless
I
you
can't tell you.
study, unless
They
you
got
study.
they
okay.
got
And the
they
only
got
reason
so
I'm
many.
kind of confused is because, like I said, I've
You
yet
just
to
don't know about
read
Pangea.
like the
But when
Bi-
you
And
when you
the
think about
vibe,
non
lower, go
vibe,
ahead.
Catholicism Bible. So I need to.
vibe. Where we were trying to correlate the two, and where it was going was because she was referring to God and goddesses.
Right, but when
Yeah,
I
and the
think
only
of lower
reason.
dimensions, I think of your conscious level. You're not using your full potential, so you're at a lower realm. And once you go to your full potential, aka transition, you go to the higher realm.
But Malaysia, in the Bible, it says, "For thou shalt not have no other gods before me." That's idol worship, to consider yourself a god.
Idolatry.
But if y'all say these are fallen angels, who would they be that God in the Bible that you're speaking of?
And that's a good question, and that's a question that a lot of people ask. Are the fallen just some of the gods out of the new religions that we have now?
Yes. So when you look into the religion of Buddha, right? Buddha comes from the tribe of Moheb in the Bible. Moheb was a descendant of Lot, and they were produced between from incest. Okay,
Yep.
from daughters having sex with their father because of the fact, or I'm sorry, smex is the word F1, isn't it? It's smex.
You good, you good. After you say it, you don't gotta backtrack. We already heard it. It's
Right,
not cool.
right.
You get it.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to this too, being on lives and some of this little, because we don't have
No, I
freedom of
got
speech.
you. I got you. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. We all understand why you stopped.
Yeah. But
I did,
go ahead, King. Go ahead. I can finish what I'm saying, but go ahead.
Because I'm just trying to figure out if y'all speaking on biblical in the Bible, how I feel as though that the word of quote unquote God it will be another fallen angel that wanted people to worship
And
and
that is
praise
again
him.
another way to look at it. And this is how you have to one develop discernment, and two, what Trouble said is study, and three, what I just said. I was sitting there pondering and thinking, and I crossed. You feel me? Okay, we talking about the Anunnaki, and we talking about beings from another realm, and then I
Hmm.
know about these beings from this book that came from another. The story is written. We just have to act. Say is that Buddha as a god.
No. No,
That's something
just
people
like
keep going as
um,
themselves doing.
that's just like like the Grecians, right? They have Zeus, right?
Well,
Zeus
it's
is
mythology.
right.
It's not
It's
mythology.
That's exactly what that is.
That's what they
One
labeled
second,
it
one
as.
second.
But
I'll touch on that. Let Marquise finish what he's saying, and then the mythology part of it. Like again, I just was saying, if you look at the fallen and you look at some of the mythological creatures that existed, it
Yep.
matches up.
you have to understand the things that we see. You have to start with faith, and faith is very important that a lot of people lack, even our own people. So-called Negroes, we lack a lot of faith. Uh, and that's why we have an issue with being able to believe certain things. A lot of us too also don't read, don't study, don't look into
Hmm.
history, don't look into different aspects of knowledge. We really just go based off of what I feel, because that was exactly what I heard you say, sis. You said I feel like I'm a
Hmm.
goddess, right? So when we have to understand, once we get out of ourselves feeling something, then the truth can start to come out and be revealed to us.
Come on
so
now.
wait, what you said? Faith.
Yes, ma'am.
Faith is just something to believe in.
Okay,
But
Forsake all, I
It's
when
take
not
you
him.
putting it all in yourself.
no, but when you feel something, that's you.
but a
So when
feeling,
you see nature and feel the wind and feel the trees, that's you.
that's
Don't mix faith with intuition.
No,
yeah.
no, no, no. Faith,
There's a big
faith is just
difference.
the belief system, though. It's not. It's
So,
not. It doesn't
Intuition
make it
is too.
true.
but you have faith that you'll wake up today, right?
No, no,
So you don't
Oh,
have
you got
faith that
intuition. You'll make up.
so
no.
You'll wake up.
you'll wake up, or you just
So you
know
don't
you're
think
gonna
you're
wake
gonna
up.
wake up tomorrow.
I just know I'm going to wake up tomorrow.
That's faith.
Ah,
Fuck.
Sorry.
No, that's not faith.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, I don't move to my banana
go
pudding. I
ahead,
OG
Joe.
said faith is believing without seeing. You're right.
Facts.
I see the sun come up every morning. I feel the sun on me.
Right, but the fact that you've seen it yesterday gives you the faith to believe it's coming up tomorrow.
I got
No,
hope
but
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow.
if it doesn't come up tomorrow, or if I cease to exist, this body cease to exist, I still will be living.
Right, but you're not expecting it to happen, so you have faith that it won't.
I mean, if it no,
All right, then you think you're not going to wake up tomorrow. I don't care. Let's move on. This is I don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
you're gonna
this.
go in
Got me mad.
circles. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
Right.
faith that
tomorrow.
I'm
Tomorrow got his own
tomorrow.
Hey,
problem.
but host, my point is like the pillars. Back to the pillars, right? So it's like it's going to be religion and belief, right? And the center of that is what's motivating your relationship? Love, fear, or what's the center of it? Is it God? But ultimately, though, when you ask those questions, you get what I'm saying. It's like you're going to be unequally yoked with your significant other if you do not follow
There you
God.
go.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Somebody get Marcus 5 coins, please.
Hey, man.
He said that right.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, you say you give them the points.
I ain't got no money.
Oh,
He can have my 5 coins.
because how can
Everlasting.
go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, you good. Everlasting. You want to say something?
Honestly, I was just listening.
She just woke up.
No, I'm going to sleep actually. No, I was listening to your live because I was scrolling through and I like the things that you guys were talking about. But I guess one thing I want to say is I understand what Malaysia I think is saying, and also everybody else, because you do need a lot of. It depends. You can use the Bible, you can use awareness to understand the universe and the world the way that you want to. But I feel like what she means is, or like I understand in the way that like consciousness in a way can be seen as like God is a word that we made, So like it's all about your perception and awareness that you are a creator as well. And it isn't putting yourself on a pedestal. It's almost humility in a way, like humbling yourself in a way. It depends. You can definitely take it and run with it in the ego way, but it always comes back around to your soul, in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like it has a It's like it's like tied to the concept of creation. Like you are a
What
part
is
of creation. You can create with your body,
All
and
you
what
like
gotta
is
do,
the
all you
concept
have
of
to do is look at nature.
Everlast, you're a modern woman then. You're a feminist.
Whoa.
um, I'm not sure what. No, I don't
She
think so.
better not be.
I feel like I have a lot
What?
of like I'm pretty balanced. I
Because
have
this is
like
what's messing up the West.
Wait, what do you think feminist is? What is your definition of a feminist?
Well, like the feminist movement, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
like y'all want like equality. You guys
Right.
want.
what did I say that made you say that?
I
All
was
I
like,
said is
what
that
did
I'm a
that's
creator.
exactly what I was about to ask. What the hell she say to make you ask that?
Well, no, because the modern woman has this sense of superiority, or that she's not supposed to take on a role that's submissive to a man.
Wait,
No.
what?
Okay,
No,
so
this
what
she's
would
talking
I?
about men and women. I think
Where
that are
did he
being
get that
Well,
created.
from?
because her
Right. He talk
conscience.
about
So
all of us.
she's piggybacking what Malaysia was saying about being a goddess and how she
And
perceives
I said you
herself.
are a god too.
And I was
No, no.
explaining that it has a lot to do with the concept of awareness that you are a part of creation. You can also create, so you're flowing in the middle of this universe with everybody else. And I
Right.
also said God is a word that humans put out there. Does your cat or dog know what God is? Like, first of all, dog is God backwards. So I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's a whole
Oh,
different.
Well,
That's
There's
God
the
because
is
the
question I
that's
have is,
because
can
the
a goddess be submissive?
wait,
that's
what?
okay, but you are just
Oh
looking for
Lord.
you just want to get
Where
that
did that
answer
come
question.
from?
Yeah, you just have that question by yourself, and that's maybe the women you're meeting. You're not meeting submissive women. I never said that. A part of
Answer the
creation
question.
is it takes two.
It's a yes or no question though. Answer the question because I'm curious.
Wait, what was the question? Can a goddess be submissive?
That was his
Yeah,
question.
that
I
was the
That
would
was the
question.
say
question, right?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
100%.
Hell
All right,
Thousand
there you go.
percent. Because you can't understand. Okay, for an example, the sun and Earth. Like, okay, this sounds stupid. No, well, it might be far out for a
no, it doesn't
second.
sound stupid. Finish.
Like the Earth is not just birthing us all on our own. The sun is helping the earth grow. If you want to look at the like a plant, like it needs photon, it needs light, like it needs the photon energy to eat. So if you really look at the evolution over this planet's relationship with the sun, it takes two. It's not just one, it takes two. So something about creation, and if I never call myself a goddess, but I understand where she's coming from. But if I ever were to, like, I put myself in that category, I would still understand that it's what
It's
the
the
concept
yin
of submission is.
right, it's the yin and the yang. A man and a
Exactly.
woman need each other to procreate and to create life. So it's like a woman is going to naturally submit to a man. A man can't tell a woman you need to submit to me. That's never going to
no,
work.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
personally,
But
I feel once a
whatever.
woman has given birth and a
That's
man,
submitting.
they actually step closer to God once they've done that because they understand what it means to create something. I'm not there yet, but I can just imagine, like, okay, like I can understand why the older people, like not the older, but some people call themselves that. It's just an awareness. It's like, anyways, that was all I'm gonna say.
Well, no, I wasn't calling myself a goddess because I can give birth. I'm just saying for a fact that I'm a goddess and you're a god. As
No, I
in, if
completely
you look,
understand. Yeah.
like if you look at the sun, like you said, the sun and the earth, everything gives each other the bees. The bees get the honey and the nectar. Like everything's have a purpose in nature. Look at the ants. Look at the lions. Look at anything in nature, and it's all right hand washes the left hand. The yin and the yang.
You know what?
See the universe.
I'm
Oh, everlasting.
confused.
What ruined modern dating in your opinion?
Um, I feel like whenever this reward system came into the world, and by that I mean creating the concept of you get this if you do that. You can
Transactional.
elevate, like hierarchy, I guess you could say, because the more that happened, the more this drive within both species, like genders, whatever you want to say, it became more. It just elevated from there. I was gonna first say social media, but that's too recent. I can say that's definitely a driving factor now, but the root of it would be like whenever I think the pressure got put on people, I guess, if
These
that makes
motherfuckers
sense.
selfish. These
Ha-
people are selfish. Don't nobody don't nobody hold the family unit as sacred anymore. Not even like she said before social media. It's like everybody's selfish because once you have kids, me personally, I feel like once I have kids, my life is over and it's all about my kids.
I've been saying that shit since I was a fucking kid.
Well, thank
And
Willie Lynch for
nobody
all of
really
that.
ever agree with me when I say that. They be like, bro, no, you said you still supposed to live your life when you have
Yeah,
kids. I'm
and
like,
somebody
no,
told me that.
because
Somebody told me that the other day. Like what?
no, once I have kids, bro, they didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I forcefully put them here without their consent at all. I did what I did. You know what I mean? They didn't ask to be in this fucked up world. I put them here. So for that,
We
once
didn't
they're
either.
here, that's
We
my
didn't either, though.
obligation now.
But they really the
But
truth.
here's the
To be
thing.
honest, the kid really chose you. To tell you the truth, the
Right,
kid
absolutely.
chooses you because they know you need. Maybe you need some love. Maybe you need more growing. So like the
So
kid chooses you, and it's supposed to change people, but people still be. I have a sister. People still be selfish and thinking they got a life too. Mama got a life too. Like no.
now, funny that you just said, your child is supposed to, change or teach you something that you're lacking, right? So, the saying that if you have a son as your first child, you're
Hmm.
lacking self-love, right? And unconditional love. If you have a daughter, you're lacking maturity, right? So I had a son when I first, my first child, my boy was a son, right? So when I had him, it was during the time in my life where I lost my father. So that was a time where I was questioning myself, questioning life, questioning the Most High at one point in my life. So my son was my form of unconditional love that the father. I had been intimate with plenty of women after that, and my son has been my only biological child out of my loins. So obviously, that my son came in a time in my life where he was supposed to. Now, by him being here, now it's my duty to not be selfish with myself, because if I stop taking care of the things that I need to do for me, right, then my child,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
I don't have the capability to provide the proper things that he needs, like we all do. This is why I really hate when women say, "Oh, child support is for my bills in the household because the child lives with me." Well, you would have that freaking same bills if you had no child, period.
Yeah.
So the child support keyword in that is child support. So it's supposed to help you support the child, not be the foundation of your support.
Right.
I
Um,
I beg to differ, but go ahead, finish.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. A lot of women, and it's no shade, but I'm pretty sure because a lot of women don't look at it in the way that I look at it. But as a father who has been both father and mother in aspect of parenting, it's absolutely 100% that way.
But I just think that a man or a woman, whoever decides to not take care of their responsibilities, it shouldn't be an option. It shouldn't be an option where you could just walk away from your family. I think that morally and spiritually, there's no way you could walk away from your family.
So, what some people feel as walking away, sometimes we have to understand that it's not necessarily walking away, it's understanding how to fight proper battles. See, when women say, "Oh, why didn't you fight for your child?" Why do I need to fight for a child that I helped bring into this world? Make that make sense to me.
Because, like I said, once you have kids, it's not about you or it's not about the mother anymore. It's about the child. So, if you believe that,
Understandable.
right? But if you believe that it's about the child, what me and the mom is going through has nothing to do with this
That's
child, this life that
okay.
we created.
You you don't have any children, right?
No.
Okay, so holla at me when you have some children. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's no shade, but because and I hope and pray that when you do you have children with your actual significant other. Because unfortunately it does not work that way, baby.
Oh, what if it's not? I mean, are you saying like a child that's not with my significant other, or like a one night stand type of
No,
situation? I'm
I'm
confused.
talking about just in general. Because you're fiance, so I'm
I'm gonna
saying I'm
ride it out. I'm gonna ride it out till the wheels fall off.
right, and I hope you do
I
because
am.
that's the most important thing. Children needs a two family household or two parent household. I grew up two parent household, so even though I lost my father at 15, um, but even though I grew up with a two parent household,
Hmm.
my father didn't truly teach me how to be a man, baby.
He was focused on himself.
He was focused. No, yeah,
Man,
granted, he was focused on himself, and he was enjoying the things that he was doing.
Right. It
Now,
wasn't about
does
the
that
child.
make
That's what
him?
I'm saying.
It wasn't about me.
Right.
However, even though it wasn't about me, right, in the aspect of raising me properly, because had I known the things that I know now, because